Hey everyone, back with another martial arts react to martial arts stuff. I'm Master Rego. We also got
Coach Bill,
Coach Singletary,
Coach Nick,
Coach Steve.
we're gonna watch a scene from a movie called Equalizer. Great movie. Go watch it if you haven't already. We're gonna do this one a little differently. We're gonna really break down each scene, really what's going on. We're gonna do the scenes ourselves and kind of explain what's happening because it does happen really fast. And hopefully shed some light. That's what I'm trying to say. Shed some light on what's happening.
You can edit that, right? Okay.
All right. So let's take a look at the first scene and what's happening. I believe in the movie he's already scanned the whole room. He's already looked at every possibility.
which is great because now he's aware of the surroundings and what's going on.
Exactly. All right. So, Coach Steve, what just happened?
Some variation of a kimura. So, do we have a toy gun?
yes.
So, I can just go? Basically, what I saw was he did some form of a kimura. I don't know how he shot the gun after that, but he did something along the lines of, homeboy, I think, had it in one hand, right?
Yes.
He hit him, blocked it, boom. He came over the top, grabbed his own wrist, wrenched the guy's arm, made him scream, and then from right here, I guess he probably had to let go to grab the weapon, and boom, 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 shoots the other dude. Right? It's actually pretty cool.
All right. Can you do that one more time?
One of the more, seemed to me, legit things I've seen in a
Oh,
movie
heck
like this. So, again, the guy's still got it drawn. Before he comes up, he's got it with one hand, he blocks it, he hits him somehow, I don't remember. He reaches over the top, grabs his own wrist, while he's already got this guy's wrist, he wrenches the arm. He must have had to let go, which right here I can control this with one hand, right? Can you get your arm away? It's pretty hard from right here because his arm is so far behind his back. Excuse me, which will allow me to grab the trigger here.
I go and pause.
It's kind of cool because I can actually use him as a meat shield while I'm hurting him and I'm shooting him with his own gun.
But
Or shooting other people with his own
one
gun.
thing I like about the movie, can you go back? One thing I like about the movie, this guy, once he fired the shot, he took his other hand and tried to grab the gun.
Who? Him?
This guy.
Yeah, I don't know.
He tried to
I haven't
grab
seen
the gun
that
and
part
get
yet.
out, I guess.
It's not going to work because
Yeah.
I can even lock it up like this, right? I can grip it myself, and I'm wrenching his arm the entire time. So like really, if I were to crank this hard enough, he's gonna let go. You know? I think. I'm not a gun guy.
All right.
My turn?
Yeah.
Is this a different interpretation?
Yeah, the last part.
Okay.
So here, come down, gets in the Kimura. This is the first time I get to do this. So he can even hold it this way. So to get the gun, I would just script it for sake, and then I would kept on going. But he did use him as a shield because in the movie you do see him duck low. So there's a lower profile. So if I stood up, you have my chest, my head, but he did duck down to make a smaller profile to shoot.
And also, I'm doing whatever he wants because it hurts the whole time, right?
We use it as a base.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A base and a shield. Yeah, exactly.
All right. Cool. 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 Next scene.
Oh, the playback is still absolute.
Yep. Excellent shot with that kimura, by the way. Okay.
So this scene here, I want to talk about this scene a little
So
bit.
that was what we
So-
call a.
Go two different scenes, one for the shot glass and then the other one for the.
I don't think we need. Do we need to do the shot glass?
No.
He hits him with a shot glass.
He wanted to do the shot
Oh,
glass.
you want to do
So-
the shot glass?
Again, using everything as a weapon around you. When the pistol is taken out of the hand here, he notices. Exactly. Exactly.
He immediately goes to something.
And that's why he doesn't take the gun and keep using it.
Right.
Also, the movie would have ended because he would have murdered everyone.
Yeah. But that scene there,
That was actually pretty dope right there. I like that.
I want to talk about that scene a little bit. Can I borrow your
You're
copy?
gonna do it? Absolutely.
Excuse me, sir. Hold on, man. So what I love about this movie, or this scene in particular, is this is one of the most realistic fight scenes I've seen in any movie. basis of all fights is get them done quick, right? Who wants to be in a fight for like 5 minutes? And you guys want to keep fighting somebody for 5 minutes? So that's what I love about this whole scene. Every guy he deals with quick. So this guy pretends he has a knife. He comes in with a knife, he blocks it, makes the dude's arm bend, stabs. That guy is done. Other guy next to him takes it, cuts. That guy's done. So it's super quick, super precise. He's not doing all this flashy pop, 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 pop. It's just bop, bop. That's it.
Realistic. Very
Super realistic.
I would like to see how he got the knife in the dude's chest again.
So what
Yeah,
he
we can
did,
rewind.
He hits the bend of the arm and has his hand here.
Yeah, to me it kind of looked like a it looked sort of like grab. One more time, just like 5 seconds back, please.
I got it.
Hang on.
I know how to do it.
Okay. He blocks. Okay, yeah. So it's very similar
And
to
you
a
got the left
one. You want to do it?
It's more like an Aikido move.
It is.
So,
Do you have an actual blade standing around?
all my stuff's in my locker.
That's a real blade.
No.
We got it.
Here.
So
Thrusting motion.
thrusting motion. Some styles like Aikido will come in here and they'll do it like a disarm. But what he's doing, he just gets out of the way, and as the knife comes past him, he does the same movement, but except grabbing the wrist, he grabs the elbow, and he shoves it back in.
Because of the bend.
Because of the bend. The knife stays in the chest because the next person's coming with the knife, the second knife. So he hooks, he blocks, right? Hits, grabs, comes back across. So he stops this knife, grabs the one out of the chest, so he leaves the knife in the chest for the first guy, and uses it.
He holsters it in the dude's chest cavity and then rips it out
Yeah,
to cut
he
the other guy.
blocks, grabs here.
Yeah, that was cool. That was really cool.
If
Absolutely.
I remember correctly in that scene, he did a move that we teach our kids every day. Cover. When he does the second guy, he covers and he brings it across.
Yeah, yeah, right there.
Yep. Boom.
Now, did he wrap up a knife on him? Did he overhook that arm? Did he overhook that arm, or did he just block it?
Just blocked it.
Okay.
Just blocked it. This is simple cover.
It looks like he does. Look.
Oh yeah.
So, it looks like they left it out, right? Like he would have maybe done that, but it wouldn't have worked for the scene. But it looked like he was getting ready to overhook that arm, which is something you can do a lot of times. Like if I have Nick. Excuse me. Nick goes left hook, and I cover, boom, and I wrench his arm. Like so, it looked like that was what was about to happen, right?
And they come across.
Yeah, right.
Again, short, sweet, effective. Slang a little bit. So in that scene there, something like you've done a lot with colleague background. I've done a little bit too. The simple slap out, the 1-2, bye-bye. And that's pretty much what you did with that guy, right? Guy came in, slap, boom.
Can we see that part in slow-mo again?
He looks angry.
It looks like he's in pain.
So did he just smack him in the stomach, or did he have a weapon?
Oh no, he's
Yes.
yeah.
Stabbed his stomach,
Okay, yeah.
stabbed the neck.
So he blocked and stabbed at the same time, right?
Exactly.
One more time, please.
And that's what that slap and go.
Yeah, yeah,
move
Hey,
is.
Miss Jones.
That's a super common move in karate, kali. Super effective. What's the detail?
Stomach and throat.
Yeah. No,
it
well,
went-
it wasn't. It was under the floating rib. So
Lung.
we have the knife.
Right there.
So the good part about this this movement here, when he comes in, he's actually not he's going horizontal. Because if it was a vertical, like a stab, his ribs would stop it. But because it's horizontal, he's actually going to like a lower floating rib between the two lower ribs, puncturing the lung.
It's going
Right.
through.
The lung is down there, that low?
Mm-hmm. And then when he comes back up, most people are like, oh, I'm going right to the carotid. But he actually makes it a little bit easier, and he goes to the space right between the clavicle and the scapula, and he pushes down. So with all the pain there, he's not going to be able to lift the arm, and he's already having trouble, and he's keeling over because his lung is deflating already from the first stab.
Yeah.
Pinpoint accuracy.
Yeah. Now I'd like to see it again, knowing what happened. If you don't mind. Now that I understand.
So he actually gets the lung in 2 different places.
Yeah. Boom, boom, boom.
Yep.
Right.
Now he grabs corkscrews.
Inside the bicep.
So this is like we were talking about earlier, weapons of opportunity.
Would we say that the other guy is screwed right now? Like that? What a finish.
That's just insulting. Literally.
That's
So
definitely.
did y'all see where the first
That's definitely
first strike
I just have to know too, is that the first part where he speaks any Russian? The whole time he understood them, he says some Russian to the guy in the last moment when he looks him in the eye, right?
Yeah, no, I feel like that last one's definitely not fatal because he wouldn't have hit anything, but that's definitely.
I think that was
that's
just like
definitely a showstopper.
Which one?
he was already
The
dying.
final corkscrew under the chin.
Oh yeah.
I don't feel like that would actually kill you because it's not.
Well,
getting-
there's a
You're
couple of
maybe
things.
just like
I feel like
tracheotomy
he's going-
him, right?
So you're you're
Well, it's not
looking.
even. Well, it's not even down here. It was just through like the flesh right here. It just went.
So
I think he was
under-
already dying, and that was just the cherry on top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, but another thing you got to think about is like Coach Singletary was saying was the first hit. You know, it was right into the brachial artery between the tricep and the bicep. So he's already getting one artery where he's going to start bleeding out really quick. Then I think the second one was a stomach or a gut shot.
Yes. So on him, it looked like he hit him in those lower floating ribs again.
Can we do it again?
I could be wrong. I think the third one was to the solar plex. Amazing
So
fighting.
the dude had
Yeah.
already been stabbed in the chest at least 3 times before he even did the final one, right?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
And even then, like, there's very small arteries, come to find out. Like, we think about all these major arteries that are going to gush out and pump out, but there's very small ones, like, thinking of people going to get tongue piercings. They don't do it directly in the center of the tongue because
There's a vein there.
there's a vein there that'll start bleeding out and you can't shut it. So it's either left or right. So right there, going underneath, and especially ripping that out, because we all know a corkscrew is going to get tight as you get in there. So he's taking a chunk
It's
of
gonna
skin
tear
out.
flesh as it pulls
Oh,
out, right?
yeah.
I think it's kind of cool that I think it seems like he just went under the
Pretty
jaw
spicy.
only so he could bring the dude face to face with him, so he could tell him that he spoke Russian the entire time. That was pretty awesome.
So, like I said earlier, when he looks at his watch later on, 28 seconds. He took out, what was it, like 5 guys, 5 or 6, in 28 seconds. Once again, that's how real fights work. They're done quick. They're not, like the last video we did, it was like an
Sure.
8-minute fight against 2 guys.
In an ideal situation, right? Ideally
Yeah.
for him.
And him being the master assassin in this movie, these guys are just Russian dirtbags.
Because he essentially, it was an ambush for him, right? Like they weren't expecting him to do any of this stuff. It's not like they
Yeah.
agreed to fight.
Yeah, he
He walked in
yeah.
there and just started causing chaos.
He very quickly dispatched what 5-6 guys, and there's not a mark on him.
Well, because part of it was because of the surprise, right?
Absolutely.
They were a little ready though, because as he's sitting ready in the room, he sees the one guy with the silenced pistol sit down.
Yeah.
He sees the other guy already holding a knife.
Mhm.
They know, okay, this guy's about to fight us, or he might in a minute.
Yeah, they knew it was about to go down, but they didn't know it was going to go that bad. For him.
Yeah.
So I think it's more of the key things like surprise, speed,
Violence of action.
and aggression. You know, because the first one was the surprise. Like the guy didn't think like he's like, oh, put him 2 in his dome from behind, and the surprise was, oh, he just grabbed me. Oh, he just shot the next guy. You know.
And how realistic is it to either see or, in a weird way, feel somebody come up behind you?
You can feel it.
Yeah, you can feel the presence as they get closer, right?
I suspect he also kind of knew that guy was there and saw him and
Oh, yeah.
expected it, right? So it's
Exactly.
not, I don't think it was any like spidey sense necessarily. I think he was expecting that.
And it
to
seems
happen.
like, and it also seems like with how well he analyzed everything in the room, it seems strange to think that he wouldn't just hear him coming up.
And that's the other thing. Like we
Creaking
got the
floor,
scenario of
footsteps, whatever.
from the chair up, but we didn't see the floor. Like the guy could have had like dress shoes on, and if it's a wooden floor or even carpet, it's gonna be muffled, but you're gonna know the sound.
He had the presence of mind to set his watch before he did this. He probably also tracked where the dude behind him was, so he knew that when he turned around, there was going to be one guy behind him, right?
Yep.
And he counted.
The guy behind him is probably going to be the most likely one to attack him because he had the best angle on him, right? Maybe.
And then you think about it, he counted. So he started walking the seconds like 1,000, 2,000. So he already knew it's going to take him 3 seconds, 1 second to get up, 2 seconds to turn around. By the 4th second, his gun's going to be at my dome.
Right.
So then he's like
tracking
1,
the
1,000,
weapon.
2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, turn. So as the gun was coming up, he turned around and grabbed. So
Once again, fantastic movie. Denzel Washington, fantastic actor. Anything y'all want to add? Anything else?
I think that's it.
Best one so far, I'd say.
Agreed.
As far as like how realistic and how to me entertaining it was, I thought this was awesome.
So if you guys have any other movies you want us to check out, please let us know in the comments. We might do it. But thanks, guys,
Thank you.
thank you, everybody.
and we'll see y'all next time. Bye.